Hello guys, Flashlight Enthusiast here. So after reviewing the Thrunite T2, which I've got here, I decided to take a look at the younger brother, the smaller sibling, or how you call it, the Thrunite T1. The name is quite misleading because actually the Thrunite T1 uses the 18350 battery and this one is 21700, so yeah, the name would suggest that this one is for 18650. It is not. You can check my review right in the corner if you haven't seen it yet, but for now let's focus on the Thrunite T1, which is a very compact EDC option. This is the size of my thumb, guys, so really compact, and it still can, blow you away with its 1500 lumens. Very similar beam pattern, so EDC friendly, but let's wait no further. Let's show you what we've got in the box, which is quite small. For a flashlight this size I wouldn't suspect a big box, but it is standard Thrunite box. We've got some sticker here indicating it's the Thrunite T1 1500 lumens, dark green, neutral white and new. So I wonder if they actually sell used ones. Well, never mind. We've got a picture of the Thrunite flashlight itself, the T1 model indicated here, and we've got some options listed here. We've got the T1 Black, the T1 Desert Tan, and T1 Army Green, which is actually this one. And we also got some indication if it's cool white or neutral white. Mine is obviously neutral white because you know, guys, how I feel about cool white emitters. Alright, let's open this up. And whoa, it has already been opened, guys, by me obviously, so you will get it nice and in order. We've got the manual. It's a standard Thrunite manual in 4 languages. Obviously we've got Chinese, Japanese, and on the other side we've got German and English, luckily. So I would definitely suggest reading this one before you operate, because there are some maybe not traps, but things you should know before starting to play with your new toy or tool. Alright guys, so apart from the manual, we also got some leaflet that will tell you that you should screw down the light head and tail cap tightly before use, because actually Thrunite does that, with flashlight that are provided with batteries, so that it won't accidentally activate during the transportation. So before using this and wondering why my flashlight is not working, just tightly screw it down and then voila, it will. Alright, flashlight will obviously come wrapped with this bag to protect the anodized surface from scratching itself during the transportation, but the flashlight is very well protected. As you can see, Thrunite paid a lot of attention to detail. Alright, what we get here, again we have some 4 languages thank you note from the Thrunite team. Nice. We also have some spare bag. I don't remember. Yeah, it was from the clip, because actually the clip was not attached from the factory. It was wrapped in this bag separately, but I attached it because I liked it with the clip. Okay, apart from that, you will get the standard Thrunite package, which is the Thrunite branded lanyard, 2 spare O-rings and 1 USB cover. Alright, and last but not least, we've got the nice quality USB to micro USB charging cable, which is a nice addition to the flashlight. It actually comes with USB recharging option and built-in battery. So everything in order, everything in your package, for around $40 right now on their website. Okay guys, so let's buy it up and focus on our flashlight itself. Oh, what a tiny little beast. Okay guys, let's talk build quality for a second. This is Thrunite, so no reservations here whatsoever. The nodalization is top quality. It is a little bit shiny, but there's grooves in the body, gives you some nice grip. And we also have this cooling fins, no sharp edges here, so build quality is at the highest level. The switch is rubber rather than metal like on the T2, as you can see right now. Yes, but it still features the same battery status indicator, so blue, red and flashing red while on. As you can see, we've got blue now. Yes, no stainless steel bezel because this flashlight is a little bit too little to, you know, to give you the opportunity to hit with it. And we've got the micro USB charging port, and this one again, make sure that this one is tightly and sealed before you immerse the flashlight in water, because as all the Thrunites I've tested, the port is not protected and it's not waterproof itself. You have to cover it with the rubber. Look at this one, you can clearly see the LED from under the side switch, so there is no protection around the port built in. You have to seal it with the rubber port cover. Alright, but it sits tightly, so don't worry about it. We've got very nicely finished matte black clip. It looks really premium, and it is bi-directional and deep carry. So whoa. We also had a lanyard attachment here, as you can see. Yeah, the clip sits really tight, so I wouldn't suspect it detached from the flashlight accidentally when you pull it out from the pocket, so don't worry about that. And what a really nice feature they include here is actually the magnet in the tail cap. I will use the T2 to demonstrate you this one. So yeah, it's not, you know, crazy strong, but it will suffice for the flashlight to hold even in horizontal position. Okay, so nicely done, nicely done. Look at the reflector. It is shallow, definitely shallow, and the Cree XHP 50.2, and this one will give you 1500 lumens, the max output, and the beam will be quite broad, as you can see, and the hotspot obviously will be huge because the LED is also huge inside this small shallow reflector. And we also have this anti-reflective coating, but I believe this one seems a little bit more yellow than green, like it was in the case of T2. So yeah, very nice. Let me unscrew the head and show you the insides. Actually, you can only unscrew this flashlight in this section because the tail cap is one solid piece of aluminum, so you cannot unscrew it here. And this is the driver, the core of the flashlight. Looks great. Nice. Now, as you can see, the battery is not proprietary. It will be held by the magnet, but just do this and it will fall off. It is 1100 milliampere hours, 18350 battery. It is protected, but in this situation, without any problem, you can use other 18350 batteries like this Keep Power. Of course, it will be a little bit shorter, like 3 millimeters, but I tested this one, and as you will see in a moment, it is a little bit of gap between the battery and the edge, but as you can see, no problem operating the flashlight even if in this position, so don't worry about throwing in some other batteries than the provided one if you need to. Okay, inside we actually have some double spring, very thick and a little bit longer than in case of T2, and that's why you can actually use some shorter batteries that those that are provided. Very nice. Okay guys, let's screw it down. It might be tricky for some of you, but don't worry, we'll get to it finally. Okay, so let's talk recharging. This one because of the smaller battery, will recharge at the slower rate than, for example, the T2 flashlight. But the manufacturer rates this one to be 3-hour charge. I measured this one with my homemade kit, and actually I got some 2.5 hours results. Obviously, while charging, it will appear red, and when the charging has been finished, it will turn to blue. When you have some problems with charging, it will actually turn violet, as you can see. So it will indicate that either the charging contact is broken or something like that. So make sure it is tightly screwed down before you panic. All right. So yeah, the charging current is around half an amp. So nice for this size of battery. Around 2.5 hours of charging time. So definitely not a tragedy there. Alright, let's go through user interface and show you the UI. One click for on, one click for off. Hold the side switch from off to enter the moonlight mode. It is not as low as in the T2 version. As you can see, it is a little bit brighter, but not that much, so it is still quite low. And from this you have to, if you hold the side switch from this position, you actually enter the lockout mode. Yeah, it will be indicated by the red LED from under the switch. To exit the lockout mode, hold the side switch again to enter the moonlight mode, and it takes a little bit of time, so be patient. And from that one, just click the side switch to turn off the flashlight, and then turn on again with one single click, and then we've got the ramping mode. Alright, so hold the switch to either increase or decrease the brightness, and those blinks will indicate that you are either in the lowest setting or in the highest setting. It is quite annoying, especially in the highest setting, when you illuminated something near you, and then you've got this blinks that will actually be quite disturbing in the dark, almost like turning on the strobe. But it is as it is. I would like them to be more subtle, like in Unreal, indicating the top and the lowest ramp. But that's okay. And from any position, either on or off, double tap for turbo mode, which is wow, very powerful for extremely compact flashlight like that. 1500 lumens. And also you have triple click for strobe. 1, 2, 3. And it is very fast frequency, so quite disturbing, I'm afraid. Let me turn it off. Alright guys, that's it for this flashlight. Very straightforward user interface, and let me show you how it operates in the dark. This is the low mode. So as with the bigger brother T2, it suffers from some green tint that can be easily eliminated by installing minus green filter or simply reflowing the LEDs for some less green one. But this one is definitely very efficient, so why should we do that? Really, is the tint the end of the world? I mean, this green one? Not at all. Right, this one has ramping, so it was the indication of the floor of the ramp, and we've got the ceiling. Look at the size of this flashlight. Look at the size. Oh yeah, definitely a nice flashlight for this size. Oh my god, and we are not in the turbo yet. It's like 700 lumens, and then, oh yeah, this one is 1500 lumens from such a small pocketable flashlight. It's the size of my thumb, really. Oh my god. This flashlight is truly outstanding. And it also has this legendary Thrunite stabilization, sustainability of output. Oh yeah, look at the beam. It also has this wide spale, just like the T2 and TN36. Definitely similar flashlight in terms of beam quality and pattern. Definitely recommending this one to you guys. Let's ramp it down. Yeah, this ramping feature is great. Thanks Thrunite for that. Okie dokie guys, let's sum it up. I'm really impressed with this flashlight. It is teeny tiny, but the output is outstanding. And look at the chart here. I've obviously tested this one with my lux meter, and as you can see, the sustainability level of this flashlight is truly outstanding. I mean, even at the turbo level, it held the brightness for like 4 minutes before stepping down to over 600 lumens. And look at the Infinity High mode, which is the top of the ramp. For 25 minutes it held steady 600 lumens, which is probably unachievable in the competition flashlights. Definitely special design driver, which is Thrunite's specialty. And wow, guys, wow. I mean, I think the chart speaks for itself. So what could I improve in this flashlight? Well, probably I would get rid of this ugly greenish tint of XHP 50.2 LED and swap the emitter for something more pleasant, but for most users it won't be a problem because you know, they are not tint snobs like myself. So don't worry about this one. And in any other aspect, I think that this flashlight is really perfect. You just make sure the rubber cover of the USB port is nice and secured, and you won't be having any problems with this flashlight, I believe. So guys, definitely recommending this one to you. As you know, we have some other color of this flashlight available. You have black, standard, and you have also tan desert. So feel free to choose one for yourself. Alright guys, so if you liked the video, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button because more videos are on the way. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And guys, stay safe and we will see you in the next one.